Well, I did say I would do a case in elite mode, guys, so welcome back, and guess what? I am. I'm gonna go back to the first case in the World Edition. Go back when we first met the team. So, here we go. I got the energy, so I figure, well, why not? Ma'am, this is Senior Trooper Matthew, the new recruit. Ah, Matthew, just in time. You've been following the news, I presume. No? Well, we better show you. Ingrid, fetch the slides. Over the past few months, Europe's been hit by an unprecedented wave of violence. Terrorist attacks happen in Berlin and Rome. Every capital in Europe is at the highest level of security alert. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're pretty sure there's someone behind this, but we have no idea who. That's why you're going to Westminster Lane in London. I'm partnering you with Jack Archer. He'll meet you there. Of course, I do want to erase these big rankings here. Obviously, this was when I had just bought the what you call the mountain goat, and I guess I didn't put 2 and 2 together about having a high score. Maybe not quite yet, but I've changed on this game, and now I can't wait for the next cases. Broken pieces. Umbrella. Find that. There we are. There you can see how far down I am. I'm guessing a body in a phone box is not an everyday London occurrence. His face looks swollen, like he's suffocated. Excuse me. Okay, wait a minute. I know who this is, Matthew. It's Prince Albert. He's the heir to the British throne. This is huge. Who'd want to kill a royal? Everyone loves the royal family. I'd better call the chief and update her. Chief, we've got a problem. Prince Albert has been killed on Westminster Lane. What are your orders? Dear God, what was the prince doing on Westminster Lane? This is a disaster. Right, keep the murder a secret until Matthew catches this killer. We don't want to start a panic. Okay, Matthew, first we get this body to Angela. She's our genius coroner. She'll be able to tell us something about this prince. What else did you pick up? Some broken metal pieces. Alright, let's see how fast you can put them back together. Excuse me, out of my way. I would jolly... Excuse yourself, pal. This is a crime scene. There's a dead body if you haven't noticed. Goodness gracious, that's the prince. I thought I saw something near that telephone box, but I never... You saw something? Right, Senior Trooper Matthew. Right, Senior Trooper Matthew. Senior Trooper Matthew, we'll need to talk to you. That's a common splice right there. Have you gone potty? Don't you know who I am? The Monopoly guy? Look, I don't care. We're on a murder case. Your meeting can wait. Justice can't. Oops, I didn't get that. I didn't get the first star yet. Oh, 50 minutes? Huh, okay then. I gotta get some stars. Sit tight, folks. Alright, I got a few stars. I will say though, this game did catch me a little bit off guard because I thought this would be a 36-hour wait. Hey, good job! Those broken pieces you picked up on the crime scene make this pendant. It looks like a family crest, but whose? And what was it doing next to the prince's body? You got any tricks up your sleeve for this? You have access to the database? Man, you do have high clearance. Okay, well, I'll let you run this family crest through the database. First, okay. Here we are. Count Rupert. Wow, this case goes to the very top. It says here that crest you found on the crime scene belongs to Count Rupert. According to the database, Count Rupert is next in line to the throne. If Prince Albert dies, Rupert inherits the crown. Sounds like this guy has the perfect motive. Come on, let's go talk to him.
The home you love. More safe, more doing.
Hey, we didn't have a homeowners plan last year, so all states give
Alright.
us money back from the
Let's talk to Count Rupert now.
Because you got money back from gym memberships.
Get money back. Hilarious.
Do hurry this up. One has to get back for one's polo match this afternoon. Something tells me your match is going to be cancelled, your lordship. Prince Albert was just murdered. Good gracious! Albert dead? How could this be? Who'd want to harm that sweet, innocent man?
I can commute with my coworkers.
That's what we're trying to work out. You do know that this now makes you the heir to the throne. The heir? How interesting. One is gobsmacked. It also makes you a suspect. Don't be absurd. How ridiculous. One would never kill someone just to become heir to the richest kingdom in the world. That's just poppycock. It's really a crying shame about Prince Albert. My bank is responsible for managing the royal fortune, so I met the fellow often. Damn good chap. You don't seem that upset. That's my British stiff upper lip. No need to get all melodramatic and American about something as trivial as murder. You mentioned seeing something strange near the phone box. What was it? I saw someone hiding in the bushes, watching that telephone box. I presume it was just some chap with a phone fetish. Couldn't make out a bloody thing about the shadowy fellow, but I did see them running out to the Globe Theater. The Globe Theater? That old-looking theater in the center of town? That's worth checking out. Let's go, Matthew.
Recreated with the exact same furnishings.
Yeah, everything's the same, so the fire burns just like it did the first time. It'll save a lot of time and money.
And how long did it take for the fire to consume the entire house?
A little over 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes' time, Clay and Kansas Oliver went from being sound asleep to trapped inside an inexplicable room.
Door, runs down the stairs, out of
There
the
we
house,
go.
opening the front door,
What's the pressure?
You testified that those spots were caused by an accelerant. These exact same spots in recreation were caused by a fire that started in those places.
Costume spots.
That is the danger of accelerants.
Oh, there.
Based on this newly discovered evidence, we will move to dismiss this case in the interest of justice.
There we go.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I'm so
Get it.
sorry, Daddy.
Oh, didn't even come close. 65%.
I can't believe you're
That's okay.
It's okay, sweetie.
So that shadowy fellow that snooty banker mentioned came to this theater. Have you found anything that connects them to our case? You think that candle could shed some light on why the killer came here? You think there's something written on it? I'll get your dozen kit so you can take a closer look. Cool! You picked up a box of costumes. I'll handle this. I'm the master of disguise after all. Oh, okay. You go ahead this time, Matthew. Let's see if you find anything interesting in there.
Now, WWE presents WrestleMania Kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's the biggest night of the year for all members of the WWE Universe. We are so... Articulate is here, doesn't she look great?
Hope you see all the hard road to be off. It's a nice strong. They will look at basketball.
There we are.
Today's doubleheader this time is the men taking the floor against a very talented Ultra team out of UC.
So what's so special about those gloves you found? There was some interesting stuff in that caution box after all. That's the royal crest on the gloves. Do you think these gloves belong to our victim? You want to analyze those gloves further? I know just the woman to help, Marina Romanova. She's our icy Russian profiler, and I think she's hot for me. Sure.
Two teams that look on paper to be pretty evenly matched up if you have the coach.
2 hours.
Tony Selena, do you agree with that though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You look at two teams that are actually playing great basketball. Sal Harper actually tripped up a little bit to begin the Big West
So
season.
obviously,
They're the leading scoring team in the Big West Conference. They're all bent up.
okay. Well, this is probably the birth of the,
This year, it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, it's definitely a much better team than we saw from the year last.
probably the birth of when we had the brush. Nice work. That candle you found at the theater is awesome. Look at that weird symbol on it. We're in luck, Matthew. We've hired a new team member, Armand Dupont. He's a historian in symbols, culture, and stuff are his specialty. The Bureau only recruits the best, but if I'm being honest, Dupont could put me asleep in a heavy metal concert, so we still should take this candle to him. And this is 2 hours also, so I should have all the stuff recovered. I'll see you all then. Alright folks, we have returned. Let's get the results of the autopsy from Angela first. Pleased to meet you. I'm your coroner, Angela Douglas. And it says that on her Nobel Prize for Biology. Cool, huh? Oh, stop, Archer. A Nobel Prize isn't a big deal. Eliciting secrets from dead bodies. Now that's... Baby, I've almost worked out the chemical compound of lithium bicarbonate. Matthew, this is Lars, my husband. He works in forensics. When he's not blowing things up, that is. So you're the detective who brought in Prince Albert. What a terrible murder. You haven't heard the worst of it. The autopsy revealed the prince was poisoned. His lungs were filled with carbon oxychloride, poisonous gas. I examined that phone receiver the prince was holding. That's where the gas was released. A small canister was hidden inside the phone, designed to release the gas when the phone was spoken into. Pretty sophisticated murder weapon, right? So the prince picked up the receiver and was gassed. But what was he doing on Westminster Lane? How did this killer know he would be there? No idea. I can tell you, your killer made a mistake. I found traces of Camellia sinensis inside the device. The killer drank a cup of tea before killing the prince. The killer drinks tea? Isn't that what everyone in Britain drinks all the time? Okay, Matthew, evidence is evidence, and we'll catch this tea-drinking killer even if we have to interview every person on this damn island.
When you switch this year, plus another $100 next year when it gets in you. And there's no unnecessary.
So you're the senior trooper Matthew everyone is talking about. I'm Dr. Romanova, but you can call me Marina. Hey, sweetheart, you never answered about that date we were supposed to go on. Oh, Archer, the bitten nails on your left hand suggest your charm is skin deep, whereas your side-parted hair tells me you still have issues with your mother. Neither are qualities I look for in a lover. The meaner you are to me, the more I like you. Delusions are never healthy, Archer. Now, Matthew, I'll get straight to the point. Those gloves you found in the theater belong to your killer. The royal crest links them to your murder. However, they can't have been the victims as they seem well used. Princes wear a fresh pair of gloves every day. It's tradition. Furthermore, there are tiny red marks on the gloves' tips, consistent with paint from a London phone box. Therefore, they must be the killers. So you're saying that the killer is a member of the royal family? Not so simple. Everyone wants royal-style clothes these days. You can buy these gloves in shops. The interesting thing is, these aren't ordinary gloves, they're horse-riding gloves. Matthew, I'll bet my doctorate that your killer enjoys horse riding.
Changing my hair color changed everything. New trees, nourished hair, better color.
Allergies to sinus congestion and pressure? You will find relief here. Go to the pharmacy counter for powerful vitamin B.
Hey, Dupont, this is Matthew, our new detective investigating the prince's murder. Ah, Senior Trooper Matthew, enchanté. Monsieur Dupont at your service. You French, you're always so charming. How dare you, ridiculous American boy child. I am not French, I am from Switzerland. Yikes, sorry to wind up your cuckoo clock there. Will you just tell us about the symbol Matthew found on that candle? Ah, bien sûr, the candle. It was most illuminating. That symbol is clearly a magic spell. Superstitious nonsense, if you ask me. The only time I've seen this symbol is in a book written by some mad monk called Brother Klaus. He is a very strange man. I'm surprised the British police haven't arrested him. If you found it in the theater, Matthew, that must be where Klaus is hiding. A dark and somber theater. He must feel right at home. Okay, so we're going back to that creepy theater to talk to a creepy monk about a murder. Cool. I'm going to let you lead on this one, Matthew. I'm sure you can handle it.
He must be taken alive. If he dies, Monk dies. Understood? Good deal. Let's go.
Hello? Is there anyone there? Honestly, Matthew, I don't think there's anyone here. DuPont must have... Who dares disturb me? Oh my god! Matthew, save me! No, I am no god. I am just a monk, hiding in this theater from the wickedness of the world. I have seen many things. The fall of mankind, the destruction of souls under the crushing weight of modernity, The fires of Hades burning human flesh. Okay. Matthew, I doubt we're going to get much out of this guy. I don't think he could even tell us what planet he's currently on. Vermin! Ghouls! The Antichrist is coming for you. Your sin shall have nowhere to hide. Thank you for all the advice, Brother Klaus. We'll come back when you're less crazy. First day on the job and we've got ourselves a murder more British than cricket. So who'd you think killed the prince? I have a few theories. Firstly, that banker dude. He didn't seem upset about Prince Albert's death, but that could just be a stiff upper lip. Count Rupert, the new heir to the throne, wasn't that cut up either. He was more interested in how much money he'll get. So much for royalty. We know the killer rides horses and drinks tea. That could be anyone in this damn country, from a chimney sweep to the Queen of England. Ha! Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Would we get beheaded for that? Senior Trooper Matthew, you are to come with me at once. Wait a minute! You can't just barge in here. What authority do you? The Queen of England's authority. Her Majesty wants to speak with you. Okay.
Maintain your sight lines. This train is leaving in 10 minutes for leaders. Remember, aim hard with no guards. Keep your guns in your holsters. What about that service entrance? We gotta be covered the whole floor. He's not gonna show me. He's gonna show.
And I'll see you guys for Chapter 2 next. And we're back for Chapter 2 of God Save the Prince. The Queen of England wants to speak to us? Man, we must be in trouble. She must know we're busy investigating her grandson's murder. What happens if we don't go? The castle has plenty of dungeons. Follow me. Her Majesty will receive you shortly. Wait here and don't touch anything. There's that famous British politeness for you. Matthew, you're right. If this is the Queen's castle, then the victim lived here too. Do you think there might be some clues here? Come on, let's have a look around while we wait for her. Wait for the Queen.
You can do it, Doc.
There's another coin.
At every stage, so you can always look forward to what's next.
With so many mattresses out there, how do you know which one is really the best?
Just look at how the Purple Smart Comfort Grid made from a super comfy yet ultra supportive material called
Let's investigate the treasure room first.
unfertilized chickens. Purple's unique design cradles your pressure points and redistributes support to the rest of your body for maximum comfort and support. Get the best rest of your life on a super sciencey.
As you can see, I'm already all caught up. And as you can see, I have much better rankings here. 9, 10, 7, and a couple of firsts.
Chase each other up the hill. This will make a personal best, then beat it with your personal better best. This will bring the world's best instructors right to you. Question live. Let's go anytime, anywhere.
Okay. Oh, I think I see at least a clue there. Join the celebration today and enjoy up to 40% off or 72 months. Salamander.
And save today at Ashley Homes.
Sun. So, oh, that's a clue. Blue gargoyle. Snake and heart.
Smooth Pure Sugar Sprouts. Eat with 3 pure sugars, plus grapeseed to grow, probiotic to nourish, kiwi seeds to clear, for baby soft skin.
What a place, Matthew. Can you imagine living here? It must be... Excuse me. It must be like being in an exhibit in a museum. But I've got to say, there's some cool stuff. Look at those suits of armor. And that sword you picked up. You want to have a duel? On guard. That's the princess crown on the hilt too. And what are those blue crystals on it? They can't be jewels. Better collect a sample. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know much about books, so you're going to have to tell me why you picked that one up. Oh right, someone's ripped a page out. Come on, I'll get your dusty kit so we can find out what was written there.
So, drain. You know what kind of poison he used? They found in the hotel room he was using, and there were some chemicals in the dumpster, but it took them weeks to analyze everything. There wasn't enough time. The food from the shopping cart. No negative. No trace of anything. I couldn't bet you were at the hospital. Right. I was out of here and I was driving to the same church, say goodbye.
When beggars die, there are no comments seen. You were right, Matthew. You retrieved the text from the missing page in that book you found in the castle. What does "when beggars die, there are no comments seen" mean? I guess you should get this to DuPont to decipher. Let me just grab a very strong coffee first.
3 years. Just washing these hands.
Matthew, our scientists created a new device to collect substances. We're pretty proud of it. It vacuums up samples from any surface. I thought we could use it on those crystals. Don't worry if you don't get all the particles first time around. Not everyone is as good at using it as me, but good luck anyway. There we go, 15. Matthew, how did you collect those crystals so quickly? You're an absolute natural. I'll let you rest whilst I take this sample to Lars. Let's see if he finds anything interesting about these blue crystals you found on that sword. It's 6 hours and 24 hours. We'll get this started. And now let's see what the Queen wants. All rise for Her Majesty, Queen Mary III. So, you are investigating our grandson's murder. We will be keeping a very close eye on the investigation. The killer, when caught, must be brought to us. Ma'am, we can't do that. This isn't the Middle Ages. We have rules and... We are the law. We want this killer caught and brought before us before we finish our afternoon tea. They will pay for this terrible crime. Is that clear? Okay. So, Your Majesty, can you tell us anything about your grandson? Did he have enemies? Would anyone wish him harm? Enemies? Preposterous! Everyone adored Albert. Servants, the public, his family. When I taught him how to ride a horse, even his pony adored him. Now away with you, and bring us this killer. You're not going to have us beheaded if we don't, are you? We are not amused. That'll do. I'll see you guys when these two are done.
What is wrong?
And welcome back. So let's get the results of Blue Crystals. Matthew, what do you think of this lyric for a song? She had eyes like blue crystals, really cool, like a hot summer sunshine across a swimming pool. Lars, this is just an awesome forensic scientist. He is also in an epic metal band. How cool is that? Thanks, man. I'm sure Matthew doesn't want to talk about death metal. You want to talk about those blue crystals you found on the victim's sword. Those crystals are calcium hypochlorite. They're an old-fashioned cleaning product. Thing is, they're poisonous, and I found traces of the same poison used to kill your victim. What? We need to find who was using these cleaning crystals on that sword. I checked who does the cleaning at the castle. It's a chambermaid called Enid Grimshaw. Matthew, I think you need to talk to her.
Blanche, are you sure?
I just did a whole pregnancy test. It's right here.
Looks like a perfume sample. Goodbye, your ears roll.
See, it starts out red, and then if it doesn't change color, it stays red.
Am I in trouble? Honestly, I have never done anything wrong in all my life. You're not in trouble, Miss Grimshaw. We wanted to ask you about Prince Albert's murder. It's just... Can I get you some tea? I usually have a fresh pot on around now. Miss Grimshaw, we've got it. Perhaps some cake. Maybe I can find some cake. Miss Grimshaw, we're here to ask you about Prince Albert's murder. You use a lot of poisonous chemicals when you're cleaning this castle. Have any gone missing? Not that I know of. Are you saying I stole something? I'm no thief, I swear. I never steal from the prince. He was such a good master. He was so nice. Who would want to kill him? Matthew, I think this is a dead end, and a woman crying is like my greatest fear. Let's get out of here.
Who did you...
Well, that was a particularly active time for me. I was looking quite stunning. You know, I just had my teeth bonded, and I was really irresistible. Few people.
How many is a few?
Oh, Matthew. Matthew, wherefore art thou, Matthew? Is this a clue I see before me?
Do we hear for?
Quit talking in riddles, Dupont. What have you got on this message Matthew found in the castle? Quel dommage. You didn't pay attention in school, Archer. Then you'd have been able to recognize these messages from your killer. What? How did you work that out? When beggars die, there are no comets. Scene is a quote from Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar, but the next line is, the heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes. The death of princes? This Shakespeare quote is about dead princes, like our victim. And I took the liberty of asking that Garcon in forensics to check that book. He found traces of tea and horsehair. It is your killer's message, Matthew. I swear it. This means just one thing. You are looking for a killer who quotes Shakespeare.
Really, Columbo? Blanche, come on.
Jeez, I was afraid Dupont was about to recite the whole of Romeo and Juliet. Hey, you're right. If the killer is such a Shakespeare fan, they must have spent a lot of time in that theater. Let's go check it out again.
And I can do the carpools for school because my hours are
And I can help him with his homework because I'm a teacher.
And then we got
Are you crazy, Rose? This kid's gone to Harvard.
oh, God, Rose, I'm in school. This was snotty with those crappy people. He was so to get a nice calculator.
No, this boy goes to Harvard.
Oh, who said you decide? Let's take a vote.
Look, nobody's going to vote for Minnesota over Harvard.
Oh, really? He's not voting anyway. It's a girl. I'm not pregnant. What is it? It's much worse.
Blanche, what is it?
My life is over. Oh, Blanche. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for thinking all the bad things about you when I thought you were pregnant. Like what I said you were. Things only traffic with you. But now that you're dying, please forgive me, Blanche. I didn't know, please. I am not dying, Rose. I might as well be. It's menopause. I'm just gonna die because as far as I'm concerned, this is the end of my
Torn
life.
pieces. Perfume bottle. Oh. Pigeon, that's a clue. I think it's got a message on it. There you go. Did it all in 3 seconds.
Right, the black slate matte finish really goes with everything.
Why in God's name did you pick up a disease-ridden, mangy old pigeon?
Another way we make good things for life.
Get this thing off me.
Snickers almond. Love almonds. You like almonds? I like
Son of a...
Like I said, almonds.
That was horrible. It turns out it was a carrier pigeon. I got this scroll off its back. You better clean up the message on it. It's all faded.
This is where fashion is fun.
I need to clean up too. Can I use that torn paper you found? No? It's a clue? Okay then, better put the pieces back together then.
Hey, we didn't have a homeowner's claim last year, so Allstate's giving us money back on our bill.
Seems fair. Didn't use it.
Wish we got money back.
Gonna get a couple stars just to type.
You know how he feels.
Okay, now I got myself 4 of the 5 stars, and let's get the faded message out of the way right now. Very close to upgrading to level 454.
Is perfection. Look, it says so right there. The COPD makes it hard to breathe. So to breathe better, hydro is an aura.
Oh man. Here we go. Damn, Matthew. That scroll you found on that pigeon said the prince is finally dead. Someone was sending a message about Prince Albert. You're right. It looks like there's some kind of code at the bottom of the message. Do you think you can decipher it? Wow, that was quick. Great job. You worked out the code on that pigeon scroll in no time. We have a hacker working for us back at the bureau. Elliot's, a little weird, but we better get this code to him.
He just loved me, but of course he would. I'm sophisticated, worldly, glamorous. But you know, I don't know, maybe he's just too down to earth and nice and decent.
18 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a good time. He's very nice. But you know, the best part of it is I think I've over my menopause depression.
Honey, you just needed the confidence to know that
And the torn pieces now.
Dr. Parks helped you there.
Oh, well, maybe a little, but I know that he like named my plate over my eyes, so he didn't really have that much to do with it. It was you girls. Yes, you just let me carry on and be crazy. You were right there through it all. We live here. You were coward and supportive, and I want to thank you for it. I'm really lucky to have been. Thank you. Oh, you don't want to kill me yet.
The animal people are coming for him tomorrow.
No, they are. I can't. We are not giving away
Fluffy, Muffy, Buffy, and Joanne. Those, they are non-breathing nymphs who eat their way into...
Nice job, Matthew. So those torn pieces you found at the theater make a painting of some rich kids. Ha! You're right. This is a painting of Prince Albert and Count Rupert when they were younger. Their names are on it. Good idea. By the looks of this picture, they...
Bruce tells us residents are worried more of that building than that.
And let's talk to Count Rupert about that. So, Mr. Rupert, Matthew found this painting of you and the victim. Doesn't look like you were best friends, does it? Oh, you found that, did you? One did order for that to be destroyed. Well, one supposes you want the truth. The truth is Albert was a downright bully. One despised him. Oh, everyone thought he was Prince Charming, but underneath all the smiles, he was more like Prince Charmless. When we were younger, Albert bullied one frightfully. He made all the servants call me Pooper. He once poured hot tea over my head. Every time one drinks a cup of Earl Grey, one remembers the indignity. At boarding school, Albert trained our polo pony to rear up when one tried to ride it. It was too much. You hated him because he picked on you? That's what cousins do. It's normal. One is not normal. One is royalty. As Shakespeare says, as jewels lose their glory if neglected, so princes their renown if not respected. One demands respect. Respect doesn't come with birth, Your Majesty. It's earned. Oh, one will see about that.
And was later found by emergency personnel. Meanwhile, residents who live in the building.
I'll see you guys when the number is done.
Fantastic money-saving.
And let's get the results of the number right now.
So many more of you who
On off this.
hundreds of dollars every month on your mortgage.
Oh, Archer, shouldn't you be at the gym, pretty boy? And who's this you're with? Didn't know you were dating someone. Very funny, Elliot. This is Matthew, our new detective. So why not grow a personality and be helpful? So you're the one who brought me this code. Thanks for that. I needed something to get me to sleep. It was so boring. It's a simple substitution code. A child could have cracked it. It spells out the name Klaus Weissman. That's gotta be Brother Klaus. So he was the one who wrote that message celebrating the prince's death. Right, let's get some answers from that mad monk. See you later, brains.
It's a U.S. government program.
Cheers, Archer. Hope you catch your killer, or whatever.
A great feature of the HARP program is that most HARP...
Second generation gets the ingredients in their laundry detergents from plants, not petroleum. And
Let's
this
talk to him.
stuff beats stains. It's kind of a big deal. It's
I see you have returned. What do you want, heavens? You've interrupted my dinner of moldy crackers and a cold tea. Brother Klaus, explain this message. You were happy that the prince is dead? You cannot shame me. When you told me the prince was dead, I was delighted. I sent my favorite carrier pigeon with that message to a fellow believer to celebrate the news. That prince is a symbol of everything that is evil in this country. Inherited power, sin-loving freedom. He had to be destroyed if a new order is to be created. Destroyed? Are you confessing? You murdered him to create a new order? How dare you? I don't kill. I'm just a messenger. No, some other righteous soul removed Albert. Messenger? Spreading fear and relishing murder. What else have we got planned? Blowing up Parliament? As Shakespeare says, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but as battalions. My mission hasn't even begun. Have we stepped back in time, Matthew? Castles, swords, and mad monks? Any minute now, Robin Hood is going to swing through the window and tell us he killed Prince Albert. So Prince Albert was murdered with poison gas on a London street by a tea-drinking, horse-riding, Shakespeare-quoting killer. If you ask me, we should just arrest Brother Klaus. That mad monk confessed to being delighted that the prince was dead. Yeah, it's not enough for a conviction. But what about Count Rupert and the Queen? Could this be a royal plot? You're right. Perhaps you should tread carefully with royalty. There's no telling what they might do.
Have you reached a verdict?
All rise for His Majesty, Prince Rupert of England. What? Prince Rupert? I thought he was just Count Rupert.
Planet Center.
Ha! Daft little peasant. Don't you see? As heir to the throne, one is now prince. And one has come to make you pay for insulting us. Guards! Arrest Senior Trooper Mouthy and Jack Archer.
Get back to Dad.
There's another sticker pack as we begin Chapter 3. I'll see you guys when that's done. I'll see you guys for that. Alright, we are back for Chapter 3 of God Save the Prince, the first case in the World Edition. Archer, one will make you pay for your insults. Guards, arrest these hooligans. What? You're arresting us when we're investigating your cousin's murder? As the new heir to the throne, one can do what one likes, and one wants to see you in a dungeon. You can't touch me. I'm an American, and your guards don't scare us. People wearing such stupid hats couldn't scare a child. Well, we can see about that. Wait, hold everything. You cannot arrest these officers. The Foreign Policing Act of 1724 says international police officers are allowed until sunset to finish their work, should they be arrested. Poppycock, that can't be true. Britain, Monsieur, has hundreds of fascinating ancient laws. For example, you're only allowed to throw paper airplanes on weekends. A pregnant woman is allowed to urinate in your hat. I could go on, but I may bore you. However, the law is clear. These officers must have until sunset to complete their work. Fine. One will delay the pleasure of seeing you in prison. Till sunset. Phew. That bought you some time at least. Dupont, finally your boring old books came in handy. I could hug you. No time for hugs, Monsieur. I suggest you go at once to Westminster Lane. There's a rumor that the prince went there often at night. You're right, Dupont. We still don't know what the prince was doing in such an unusual place in the middle of the night. Do you think he was meeting someone? Come on, Matthew. Let's head to Westminster Lane. There isn't a moment to lose.
Charges were number 5 on the first baby's death. I'm gonna have to tell the New York DA's office.
Okay.
That charge her with murder, not when she's beside Dr. Blanc. She's released? Oh, they might.
Listen. That's
never gonna happen.
You were just finishing the paperwork.
I just came to serve you with information from having any contact with the people.
We gave him a home. Well, he belongs with his father.
With his grandfather. Hand the baby to Detective Benson, or you go.
Here we go. Torn paper. Oh, shopping bags, that's a clue. Traffic light. Leather diary. Ribbon motorcycle. And loudspeaker. Don't think I'm gonna get the first star, but still, let's see how we did. 67%. Right, Matthew. We have until sunset to solve this case. What did you find? That diary you found has the prince's name on it. And look at his last entry. I don't want to be the prince anymore. Whoa, this victim just got interesting. We need to find out more about this. Let's see what that grease stain can tell us. Better collect a sample. That torn paper's got to tell us something, Matthew. I've got a good feeling about it. Let's put it back together. And what's that? Someone left their shopping bags on the street? I know you're a good Samaritan, but there isn't time to look for a lost and found.
Rosemary's Bridesmaid?
Well, if you think there's something in there, get searching.
You? Like me?
There we go. I'll be a monkey's uncle. Those shopping bags you found on that London street did have something interesting in them. This jeweled orb. It looks royal. Is it part of the crown jewels? But what's it doing here? You're right. We gotta solve this mystery. Look, there's some substance on this orb. Let's get a sample for testing.
She has a tan line on her left finger. I was matched to the therapist.
There we go. 13. Great job. That sample you collected is bound to tell us what this orb was doing on the crime scene. Let's get it to Lars. Now I'm up to 454.
Everything Home Advisor can. So to find and book a top-rated home pro for free, just ask Home Advisor.
At St. Cloud Glass, we know that when you're spending time with the grandkids, every minute counts. And you don't have time for a cracked windshield. That's why we show you exactly when we'll be there, saving you time so you can keep saving the world.
Do you know that humans are the only mammals that really need to really sleep? That's all the world people need to discover everything. So you may be feeling refreshed.
Dudes, I am so sorry. I can't help with this substance. Our babysitter just called. One of our daughters just tried to hotwire my Harley. Your daughter tried to steal your motorbike? Whoa, even your kids are cool. They're very gifted. But anyway, don't worry. I just got this new microscope. It's super easy to use. You just match molecules. We can use that to analyze the substance you got from the orb. Don't worry, man. Matthew and I will give this new microscope a whirl. Let's analyze this substance. Well, we thought was an analysis. Turns out it's something else. Something that we need to do ourselves.
Visit any bank of the One Branch or OneAirlines.com.
Here we come.
Now on demand. The greatest.
There we go. 17. Sweat from Enid Grimshaw. Matthew, that substance you found on that orb was sweat. And according to the database, it matches Enid Grimshaw. How did this end up on the crime scene? Did that chambermaid steal it? Come on, that chambermaid's got a story to tell and we need to hear it.
She'll just stick to her landlord for the Phoenix Mutual Sensitive Award.
We believe it. Sick. Just make sure you get a call. Morales will monitor the interview and compare his scores to the 911 code.
Matthew found the golden orb on Westminster Lane, Enid. Come on, did you steal it? I'm no thief. The prince gave it to me.
This is the 911 call.
Are we supposed to believe that? Well, if you need to know, we were in love. We were lovers. What? I don't want to be harsh, but doesn't every girl imagine a prince being in love with her? Surely it was just a fling. If he didn't love me, why did he teach me how to horse ride? Why did he give me precious jewels? Why did he meet me every night in secret on Westminster Lane and kiss me beneath the moon? We loved each other. Oh, Albert, good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. It seems falling for a prince isn't always a fairy tale. I hope you aren't hiding any more secrets from us, Enid.
They did a lot of cocaine. I think he got too close to those losers, and I told her to be careful. She said I was being overprotective. She's dead. Oh God, she's dead.
Oh, there's Archibald Gilchrist. 12.
Switch on that.
That torn paper you found on the crime scene was a newspaper. Look, that headline's about our victim in Gilchrist. What a total banker. Prince Albert speaks out against Gilchrist. So it turns out that banker he met on the crime scene does have a motive for getting rid of the prince. The prince spoke out against him. Let's go find out more from Gilchrist. Come on, this could keep us out of jail.
But she loved it. And you didn't mind her burning that Belleville hours with cherry kisses?
Being paralyzed, I guess, makes me suffer for her blood stories.
She wasn't on any cases, but she got on the
She was head of the legal office, organizing the union.
So, Gilchrist, what did you do to annoy the prince so much he spoke out against you in a newspaper? Ah, you found that. Dash it all. I wanted to keep that secret. You see, the prince took issue with my bank's plan to turn children's hospitals into shopping centers. That's just plain evil. There's nothing evil about profit. Becoming the richest bank in the world is worth a few sick children, if you ask me. Anyway, we had to cancel the project after the prince spoke against it. Now we're so skint, I gotta stop adding sugar to my tea. Can you imagine? So the prince stopped your devilish plan. Excuse me if I don't shed a tear. Senior Trooper Matthew will be keeping a close eye on you.
And I give them insurance. I gave 80%. And I gave her a job.
Shelby has a job. What would she want to go to do for?
She went to the dentist. Great writers. I can say no.
I'm gonna have to get this after I finish work. Finish my own work, I mean.
We were to look up there with Miss Jones. She seen us on the ground floor guys who got 50s, 100s to the stage.
Excellent work collecting that grease sample from the victim's diary. Let's hope Lars has time to analyze it.
Have you ever had a problem with any of our customers getting too close? There's one guy, Tim. She called him the leader. He liked to grab his pen before he danced. Think he thought it over. 1.5 is 10.
Okay, 18 hours. I'll see you guys then. And we're back. Let's get the results of the grease. Hey guys, the grease you sent over made me kinda hungry, so I thought I'd get in some pizza and beers if you like. Sorry bro, we're on the clock here. We need to solve this case before sunset or we go to jail. Whoa, bad times dude. I'll be quick then. The grease you found blew my mind. At first I thought it was from duck meat, but then I realized it's from swan meat. There's some ancient law against eating swan in England. The only person allowed to eat swan is the Queen. What? So this proves the Queen of England read the Prince's diary. We need to go back and talk to Her Majesty.
Beef and turkey. China? Mediterranean tacos, 2 for $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Celia brought us news concerning our grandson's murderer. Tell us immediately. Well, we're finding it a bit hard, Your Majesty. What with us only having until sunset to solve the case? Ah, we have heard that Count Rupert is causing you some difficulty. Perhaps the threat of arrest will make you find this killer faster. Okay, so there's no time for niceties. Why did you read your grandson's diary? Why shouldn't we look in his diary? We were worried about him. Albert was creeping out of the castle at night. He was having opinions. Then I saw in that diary he no longer wanted to be prince. It's not a simple thing to be royal. As Shakespeare says, uneasy is the head that wears the crown. A prince's job is to smile, wave, and be handsome. That is all. But perhaps Albert wanted more than that. Perhaps he may have failed him. Don't fail him too, Senior Trooper Matthew. Seriously, what's wrong with these people? The Queen snooping? Albert's affair with the chambermaid? And as for Count Rupert... There you are! One wanted to see if you had solved the murder yet. Time is ticking after all. Sunset approaches. For a prince, you seem to be spending a lot of time following us. Haven't you got crowds to wave at or a servant to beat? Very funny, Mr. Archer. Sometime in prison should wipe the smile off your face. See you very soon. Man, I hope that guy's the killer. I would love to go to that castle and arrest that arrogant, stuck-up, self-important... Hey, that's right, Matthew. The castle. If he's the killer, there's bound to be more clues there. Let's go check it out before it's too late.
Why didn't you just say to the husband? It didn't make any sense.
Maybe it's Michelle Brown. In a previous life, I would have paid $800 an hour to see her like this.
Yeah, but she would have been a lot livelier. Got anything on Brittany?
I haven't opened her up yet. Miss Brown was here first.
Believe me. I'll bet you reported every dime.
We'll get right now in January.
Go.
You're a big boy lady. I was married, wasn't I?
I heard that. January, Brittany. Young, sensations of cardiac arrest, first appendix,
Shoot me out.
anything of that.
What about that
Deep contusion, overshape, maybe from
Open
falling in the
tomb.
back of the bang yet.
Bad enough to go.
It's hard to tell with that bone in.
How was it?
Don't work within 3 weeks. Now she was having scrubs and everything for 4 of them, not deep from the sharpens from them.
Suicide attempt?
That one for the arm. Some kind of self-mutilation.
And
They say lots of adolescent girls. On that
Dragon, 6 seconds.
She was 14.
Let's get past the glitter and the glamour. You're left with one sad little
Time's running out, Matthew. Jail is getting closer, and I'm too pretty to go to prison. So what did you find in the castle? Nice discovery. That's a map of the London Underground. And look, someone circled Westminster Lane. That's where the prince was found. If this is the map to our murder scene, let's collect a sample of those hairs and see what they tell us. That tomb you found is creepy. Why are you so interested in it? It's been recently opened? Well, better search through all those bones and stuff and see what you find. Rather you than me.
Yeah, me too. How about when she wasn't alone? Is there anybody we should talk to? Well, she wasn't at home. She was working. She spent a lot of time with her agent. She was dying.
Alright.
You think somebody hurt
You can see one of the clues and also maybe touch on
Okay, 17.
me? She had scratched. She said they were trying.
Good work! What was this paper poppy doing in that tomb? Everything else is ancient. Let's get it to Marina. Marina, making sense of random things is her specialty.
Did she spend much time with her?
I never trusted those people who were death. She was so young, so foolish.
I might speed up this, but we'll see what happens.
Good news,
inside. Could they have bad rumors?
Awesome! You collected a hair sample from the London Underground map you found in the castle. Quick, let's get this to Lars before our time runs out.
Guess being a chaperone, you have your work cut out for you.
Chaperone?
And I'll see you guys when both of these are done. This is 18 hours. I'll see you all then.
Let's try this.
Back again. Let's get the results of the hair. Guys, I know you don't have much time, so I'll be as fast as I can. That hair you found on that map of the London Underground is your killer's. What? Dude, how did you figure that out? I found traces of the poison gas the killer used in the hair. The hair was so damaged by damp, so I couldn't get any of the killer's DNA. I can, however, tell you something about them. Their blood type is A positive. Swift work, dude. Come on, Matthew. The sun is almost down, and we are this close to catching Prince Albert's killer. It's only 4, so I'll go ahead and speed up the poppy. Well, Matthew and Archer, nice to see you again. Sorry, Marina, we don't have time for you to flirt with me and say how handsome I am. You need to tell us what that paper poppy Matthew found in the castle means. I'll survive, Archer. Now, Matthew, more. This poppy's crinkled edges and discoloration suggests it's often been near cups of tea. A slight smell of manure tells me it was bought at a racetrack, probably by a horse rider. Wait, tea and horses? That poppy must belong to the killer. Yes, there's a lot of social pressure to wear a poppy in Britain, so if the killer lost this one, you can bet your life they got a new one. So, the killer will be wearing a poppy. Excellent. We're one step closer, Matthew. Come on, there's not much time left.
That rifle in Molly's car. You said yourself that the car was unlocked when you searched it. Now, why would a lawyer like Molly hide incriminating evidence in her own car when it was acres of woods all around where she could have...
The sun is almost down, and I can practically smell Count Rupert's dungeon. Please tell me you got everything you need to catch this killer, Matthew. You have? Well, what are we waiting for? Come on, let's arrest Prince Albert's murderer.
Wait, even try not to make things worse than they are. We can take Molly's case to higher authorities.
Higher authorities? Since when have they done anything for the miners in this town? Hell, they've been in the pockets of Boston ever since we fought for and got a union back in the 20s. From the looks of things, nothing has changed.
It's not Archibald Gilchrist, and it's not Count Rupert. Dang.
You want to try?
The sad part is, in the World Edition...
And the next time I won't be alone.
Yep, it's Enid Grimshaw, the chambermaid. The sad part is, when you do the World Edition, Count Rupert is not one of the killers in any of the cases.
Look on Even's face, I hope you're right.
Enid Grimshaw, we know you killed Prince Albert. It'll be best if you just confess. That ain't true. I ain't done nothing. Your hair on this London Underground map proves you killed him. Nonsense. I'm a good girl. I am. Senior Trooper Matthew found that Shakespeare message you wrote about dead princes. Please stop. Don't say any more. We found your horse riding gloves in the Globe Theater. We know it was you. You found my gloves. He bought those for me. I must have dropped them after I ran away. I really did love him, you know. I didn't know it at the time. Who made you do it? Who are they? I don't know. I was sent a note. It said if I didn't do what they told me, they would kill me and Albert. I was terrified. I told Albert, but he didn't take it seriously. But I didn't want us to die. So I left Albert that message, a quote from Shakespeare. It meant, meet me in the usual place. Shakespeare quotes were our special romantic code. As my instructions told me, I had hidden that device they'd sent me in the phone. Then I rang the phone. When I saw what happened, the gas, Albert dead, I didn't know what to do. I swear I never knew it was poison. I would never have killed him. I loved him. I'm sorry, Enid. If you can't tell us who made you do this, we'll have to hold you responsible. Enid Grimshaw, you're under arrest for the murder of Prince Albert. Order in the court. I'm Judge Adaku. The Bureau has just dragged me out of retirement in the Bahamas to run this court, so I'm not in the mood for forgiveness. Enid Grimshaw, you stand accused of the murder of Prince Albert, heir to the throne of England. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor. I killed Albert, whichever way you look at it. You know, in England, the penalty for killing a member of the royal family is death by beheading. No! You can't be serious. Not my head. Please don't cut off my head. This is your lucky day, Miss Grimshaw. This is an international court. We don't behead people. So I hereby sentence you to 10 years in prison. Not bad for your first day on the job, Matthew. Uncovering a prince's killer? Maybe I can learn something from you after all. It was the right decision to hire you, Matthew. There's clearly something bigger going on behind this murder. You need to work out who made Enid kill Prince Albert. I'm guessing that means we're not going on a sightseeing tour anytime soon. Jack Archer and Senior Trooper Matthew, the sun has set. You are now under arrest. Oh jeez, I forgot about Count Rupert arresting us. Yes, one is so looking forward to picking out your dungeon. A few months in there and you'll learn to respect royalty. Not so fast, Rupert. These officers just solved our grandson's murder. They are free to go. But Grandmama, they were such horrid peasants. Don't Grandmama us. We are the Queen of England. You are going back to the castle at once to learn a few lessons in manners and respect, Rupert. Sorry, Grandmama. We are most grateful for your service, Senior Trooper Matthew. If there is anything we can ever do for you, you have only to ask. I wouldn't say no to a knighthood if you're offering. Jack Archer, we are still not amused. Got me a bronze ring and another sticker pack. Take a look at the other ones. It was Enid Grimshaw who did it. Archibald Gilchrist, he was cleared early. Count Rupert, O positive blood. Brother Klaus, cleared early also. The Queen, no poppy. I'll see you guys for Europe in Crisis 1. See y'all then. And we're back. Let's start Europe in Crisis 1. Excellent work finding Prince Albert's killer, Matthew. But I have a hunch this investigation has only just begun. Remember Enid told us that someone blackmailed her into killing the prince? We need to find out if she's telling the truth. I've got a feeling that Prince Albert's murder is related to the recent attacks across Europe. Sure thing, boss. Come on, Matthew. Let's return to the crime scene. We need to... Oh yeah, that's right. Senior Trooper Matthew, Her Majesty demands to speak with you. You again? Can't you guys just say hello? So what to do first, Matthew? Chit-chat with the Queen or pound the London pavement?
Are you sure?
So let's talk to the Queen first, since that's the first urgent business. Senior Trooper Matthew, after your noble service uncovering our grandson's murderer, we feel we can trust you with another royal mission. Count Rupert has gone missing. He's always been something of a scoundrel, but after Prince Albert's killing, the royal family cannot afford another scandal. You do know we're a police agency, right? Not some kind of VIP babysitting service. Besides, Rupert tried to have us arrested. Let him stay lost. My guards spent all night looking for him. We are afraid he may have been kidnapped, or worse. Fine. The last thing we want is another dead prince. Where was Rupert last seen? The Jewel House. That greedy rascal is forever trying on the crown jewels. Well, Matthew, you can find a needle in a haystack, so a prince in a jewel house should be a piece of scone.
Some company record that was going to prove there were fishy joints at the mine. The fact is, he was going to explain it all at a union meeting next night. Only the next day, when he went into the mine, he never came back. This company record, didn't he tell you what it was? Or anyone else even knows like that.
I'm gonna go with the cat this time.
Danny and Joe and the others buried, they was the end of it. Molly and her mom, they ended up north until they became in Maine. Oh, even and some of the boys, they went to Joe's place and they were pretty near tore it apart. They never found nothing. Maybe there was nothing to find. Maybe all that talk about proof was just Joe talking. Keeping himself on. I maybe not. I can't be sure until I...
Well, he's definitely not here.
Just
But let's see
what
clue we find.
Killed Tyler Morgan. I may be able to find evidence and even space to prove it. Hadn't you told the sheriff?
Here we go.
The moment that I have
Portrait, Sheriff's piece. As you can see, I did get a lucky find from the mountain goat. Nice jewelry box you found in that castle. I bet you there's something interesting in there. Let's go through it.
That sounds pretty tough.
Here's the clue.
You're rude.
Unfriendly case.
On your neck.
Mystery Men. We take on horror movies and mysteries.
With every meal, there's a dish. But what happens to all that grease? It flows into your dishwasher, dumbing up its performance. Add Finish dishwasher cleaner with your detergent to help dissolve this grease. So you're ready for your next meal. New Finish dishwasher cleaner. Clean dishwasher, clean dishes.
Cool. Gold theater ticket.
Anyone, you, me, even reality TV star and overall golden silver
16.
Who cares? Identity thieves don't care who you are. They just want the money.
So what did you find in among those jewels? A theater ticket, and Count Rupert's name is on it. So while all those guards are hunting for him, Count Rupert was at the theater? Man, just when you think someone can't get more self-absorbed. Let's go let Rupert know that all the Queen's horses and all the Queen's men have been looking for him.
LifeLock's proprietary network sees more, like your information being sold on the dark web. If there is a problem, our US-based restoration agents dedicated to your case will work to fix it. As a LifeLock member, I have...
Where the hell have you been, Count Rupert? What are you doing hiding in a theater?
I got my guys. If someone takes what's
Oh
yours,
goody,
you want it back.
one's been discovered. One came here to escape that ghastly castle. Grandmama's been forcing one to practice royal waving. Your worried grandmother's the one who sent us. She thought you'd been kidnapped.
When I don't know enough about something,
Poppycock, the one thing she worries about is her reputation.
That's what I use is LifeLock.
Now, leave me alone. One is very busy with jolly important things.
Days free with promo code Join Now. LifeLock members
You seem nervous, Rupert. Is something wrong? Nothing is wrong. Just can't find my mobile phone. My bloody valet lost it. Here, take this money and go see a show and leave me alone.
It's sort of like having your big 400-pound bodyguards. No. Deal with them. LifeLock. Call 1-800-713-0284 or visit LifeLockSpecial.com. Use promo code JOINNOW to get 30 days free and free Shredder.
Alright, Westminster Lane now.
Right now.
When I received the diagnosis, I knew at that exact moment, whatever it takes, wherever I have to go, I'm beating this. My main focus was to find a team of doctors that work together.
When a patient comes to CTCA, they're meeting a team of physicians that specialize in the management of cancer.
Breast cancer treatment is continuing to evolve, and I would say that CTCA is definitely on the cusp of those changes.
Patients can be overwhelmed. We really focus on taking the time with each individual patient so that they can choose the treatment appropriate for them.
The care that CTCA brings is the kind of care I've always wanted for my patients. Being able to spend time with them, have a whole team to look after them is fantastic. I empower women with choices. So it's not just picking a surgeon, it's picking the care team and feeling secure where you are.
Surround yourself with a team of breast cancer experts at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Visit cancercenters.com/breast. Appointments available now.
7 seconds. Nice work. But if you think that this torn paper is relevant, you should put it back together before this London rain dissolves it.
Steven? Anybody home?
Hold on, folks. There we go, torn paper. Forensic kit. There we go. That paper you restored has Enid's name on it. This is exactly what we were looking for. But the rain's got to the rest of the text. You can retrieve the writing. Great, let's go.
What are you doing here?
Well, I've been giving Egan a hand with Molly and Jay.
Well, did you see him? I checked the house, but I can't find him.
Found something else. No, come on. Yes, I was watching.
There we are. Wow, all the way down to 6.
The fact that I can't find one, I'm not really confessed to.
So that message you found in the street reads, Enid Grimshaw, we will kill you and your entire family. Matthew, you understand what this is? It's the blackmail message which got Enid to kill Prince Albert. Come on, let's see what DuPont can work out from this paper.
Only someone who had been to the cabin would have known that the gun rack was unlocked and also right by the door.
And this is 12 hours, and I'll see you guys in 12 hours when this is done. See y'all then. And we're back. Let's get the results of the threatening note from DuPont. Sacre bleu, Matthew. I see you have a new crime to investigate. A crime against art, against history, against... Get to the point, DuPont. That page you found on the London street was torn from a 1,000-year-old manuscript, and they defiled it further by writing on it. The manuscript in question is an ancient text regarding a long-lost cult. You see that symbol? That is their mark. Wait, that symbol was familiar. Where have I seen that before? Matthew, that's right, Brother Klaus. He has that symbol on his necklace. He's in a cult. Why does that not surprise me? Do you think that means Klaus wrote this message? Let's go find out.
What was this?
3 days before Max was killed.
So, Brother Klaus, you blackmailed Enid Grimshaw into killing the prince, and don't play coy, the symbol on the note matches your necklace. You come to accuse me again of murder, and this time because of my necklace? How dare you? This is the symbol of my ancient order. Oh, really? So are you saying you've never seen this note before? That paper! This cannot be! That paper is from the manuscript, but it hasn't been seen for centuries. Give it to me! It is a holy relic, even with that message scrawled on it. Not so fast, Klaus. Someone in your ancient order wrote this note, and we're going to keep you in custody until you tell us who it was.
If she staged this as a robbery, she probably still has it.
So, it looks like Brother Klaus's organization was behind the prince's murder. Let's keep him in custody for a while and see if it makes him talkative. As for Prince Charmless, he seemed pretty nervous about his lost mobile. Do you think he's hiding something? If we find Count Rupert's phone, maybe we'll discover what he's up to. Good idea. We last saw him in the theater. Let's go back there and find out what he's up to.
Please let me know better since his surgery.
I'll get it. She's planning this by taking jewelry out. Remember insurance for it? She's making rich even before her husband died. All the money was in her name.
They're too rich, especially when they got chunks like that.
$10,000 8 days before it happened.
Could be enough for a hit, man. Let's just hope it's enough for a warrant.
Detectives, come in. This is a warrant allowing us to search your apartment. A warrant? Why do you need to search your apartment?
Oh, I think I see the phone. Cell phone. Binocular.
No. Stop looking.
Oh, there's the heart. Okay.
Did I do okay?
You did great.
She was crazy, didn't she?
So you found Count Rupert's phone. Nice work, buddy. But look, it's locked. Think it's treason to unlock it? Haha, I won't tell if you won't. Come on, let's unlock this phone.
Anybody else? You've been arrested for insurance fraud on the spot.
It's just 37.
Okay. How did your jewelry wind up in this complex? Excuse me,
Good job! You got Count Rupert's mobile phone unlocked. Let's get it to Elliot and see what Rupert's hiding from us.
You withdrew $10,000 on the 23rd.
18 hours, and I'll see you guys when that's done. And we're back now. Let's get the results of Count Rupert's phone from Elliot. Well, well, so Archer's hacking into a royal phone. I wonder if that's high treason or just the regular kind. Be a sport, Elliot. We'll never have another opportunity to find out what Count Rupert's up to. It's gonna cost you. Here's the deal. I tell you what's on the phone if you clean my office every week for a month. Deal? Fine, you've got a deal. You were right. Count Rupert is up to something. His online banking account shows he got a wire transfer 2 days ago for over 1 million euros. That's got suspicious written all over it. Where did the money come from? That's the thing. It was sent from the European Central Bank. Why are they giving money to royalty? I don't know, but I bet I know a guy who does. Archibald Gilchrist. He works for the European Central Bank. Let's go have a chat with him. Come back soon, Archer, and bring them up.
Walk barefoot without stepping on your kids' toys? Impossible. Amazingly delicious Breyers ice cream for 330 calories a pint? Now possible. New Breyers Delights. Indulged without all the guilt.
Money. With only 2 qualifying weeks left, and so many of your favorite ninjas.
Let's see what Gilchrist has to say now. Ah, Senior Trooper Matthew. A pleasure to see you. Care for afternoon tea? Only a few days in England and I'm already sick of tea. Well, why not have a burger instead? My bank's private chef just made some, and I know you Americans love them. Private chef? We thought your bank was short on money, yet you paid Count Rupert around 1 million euros too. Bugger! You found that out? It was meant to be a secret. You see, with Prince Albert dead, the bank needs new royal support. Otherwise, we're done for. So we paid Count Rupert to say nice things about us in public. That's all, honest. That's all, honest. How many nice things can 1 million euros get? Come on, Matthew, let's get out of here. And I'm taking the burger. Do you really think that Gilchrist paid Count Rupert all that money just to say nice things about the European Central Bank? It sounds crazy. You're right. Maybe we can get the truth out of Rupert. We need to take his mobile phone back to him anyway. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
No way. Hooking up in school's a rush. She's into
You thought you might want your phone back, Count Rupert. You found it! How glorious! Maybe one was wrong about... You unlocked it! Why not have you horsewhipped? Excuse me. I wouldn't do that because then we'd just have to tell your grandmama about the big fat bribe you took from Archibald Gilchrist. No, don't do that, please. I'll tell you everything. Gilchrist gave me the money, and all one has to do is use one's royal reputation to support a yes vote in some referendum. What referendum? No idea. One doesn't care for politics, but one cares deeply for cold, hard cash. One's told you everything. Now please don't tell Grandmama what I've done. I'll even make you honorary nobles to keep my secret. Here, have Albert's royal uniform. We can't promise anything, Rupert, but you need to start behaving like a proper prince. No more dungeons and bribes. Promise? One promises. Matthew, there you are. I've been looking for you all over the place. I've bad news. We've had to release Brother Klaus. What? But his ancient order is responsible for the prince's murder. Our evidence against him isn't strong enough. Besides, someone paid for a very expensive lawyer to represent him. Where does a mad monk get the money for a big lawyer? Something stinks with that guy, and it's not just his filthy robes. We've got bigger things to worry about, Matthew. We're no nearer to working out who is behind the recent chaos with the referendum in only a few weeks. Referendum? That's what Count Rupert was talking about. What's the vote for? With all the violence and bloodshed in Europe, the European Parliament has arranged a referendum on uniting Europe under one government. No more Britain, Germany, or France, just the United States of Europe. The United States of Europe? Sounds like a big deal, but why is Archibald Gilchrist supporting it? I've got a bad feeling about Gilchrist too. We'll keep an eye on him whilst Matthew's away. Away? Where is Matthew going? We're sending you to France. DuPont just heard on his historian grapevine that the manuscript has been found in an auction in Paris. What? You get to go to Paris? Beautiful boulevards, amazing food, and stunning women, and I'm stuck in rainy old London. Cheer up, Archer. Have a cup of tea.
Get reports every week that a teacher's having sex with a student.
It's a different world. Kids are starting younger, going to parents.
You have no idea what's happening.
Our senior film class made a documentary called The New Hookup. It's quite an eye-opener. Trust me, it's no different from what I hear in the halls every day.
There's more.
And I got some more sticker packs.
It's a great way to hear about the people. It's easy to hook up to it. It's totally casual. I go through all these breaking out. Yes.
Jamie and her best friend dress nice.
How does that just somebody else's? It's pretty gross. I think everyone's just
And I got another sticker pack, although I really wish they would really include the food rewards again, along with these sticker packs. That way then it'll be a little bit more worthy of playing. 4 new ones. Another 5. Two new ones.
I don't do virgins.
2 new ones.
That's self-preservation. Don't come to this girl. She was a virgin. She thought we were gonna get married. Never.
3 new ones.
Really hot. Really wanted to get that. But I was really into it. Cool.
3 new ones. Okay, case 2, 3, 5, and 6. This region. None in 1924.
This is who I am. That's what I gotta do.
It'll be the adventure of a lifetime.
McDonald's, 2 large pizzas, please.
Only Domino's lets you earn a piece of the pie reward points when you order by phone.
One. There, nothing in Africa. Nothing in South America. North America, there are some.
Yeah. The moment you realize you need to put a little more care into your home, it doesn't take long.
That'll do for that. I'll see you guys for the next case in Elite Mode that I do.